Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Gada. Kosha, the New York City mayoral race, final day of voting is on Tuesday. What can you tell us about the final polls? Is the race tightening?
Great to be with you, Sharri. It is tightening. However, it is not tight. That's how I would put it. So, he's been ahead, Mamdani, 20-plus points throughout this race after his somewhat surprise victory in the Democrat primaries. And in recent weeks, Cuomo, the former Democrat running as an independent, has surged in the polls. Momentum is with him. But it is still around 10 to 15 points of a gap favoring Mamdani. The tightest poll that I saw by Atlas Intel was about 7 points. So the best case scenario for Cuomo, he's still trailing by about 7 points. Anything is possible, but it really looks like this is in the bag for Mamdani. I hate to say it. I've said it to you before as a longtime New Yorker. It's pretty unimaginable, most iconic city in the world, that here's where we are. But as they say, you get the government you deserve. And this is who they have chosen, and now they're going to have to live with the consequences.
I mean, look, the polls were completely wrong when it came to Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. The same with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So they could be utterly wrong. It is hard to imagine such, I don't even know what words to use, such a divisive, controversial, anti-American figure being mayor of New York City.
Yes. I mean, Trump was a unique figure where there was this thing called the shy Trump vote that just because of the way the media portrayed him, it was almost anathema in polite society to ever admit that you publicly are going to support Trump. And so there are a lot of people who would never admit it in the cocktail party circuit, but then quietly behind the curtain in the voting booth, they pulled a lever for him. Mamdani, it's a different case because the media has been fawning over him. That's one of many reasons why he's catapulted up to the level that he has. And so I don't know how much of a shy vote you would see, that dynamic there. You are seeing turnout coming at historic levels. So a lot of the moderates and independents and older voters who do not like him are turning out in higher numbers than they typically do as sort of a protest and pushback against him. But it just, unfortunately, might be too little too late.
I want to also turn to this extraordinary story today, and good on President Trump. He has ordered the Department of War to prepare for possible military action in Nigeria. He's made some comments, also a social media post about the Islamist terrorists who are who have killed up to 100,000 Christian Nigerians. I mean, the world hasn't cared about the Nigerians at all, Kosha. Well, good on Trump for caring.
So true. This is a long-running issue since about 1970, since the Civil War. Christians have been pretty systematically persecuted over there in that region. It's gotten worse since the 2000s with Boko Haram and Sharia law and all of that getting stronger in that region. And you're absolutely right. Mostly the world doesn't really care about these regions, whether it's the Christians in Nigeria, a little bit we heard about Armenia, another case with Azerbaijan and that conflict over there, Coptic Christians in Egypt. These groups, here and there come up in the discourse, but there's never been a systematic policy to go in there and actually defend Christians. And I will say that many people in Trump's base and just Christians overall in the U.S. and other countries in the Western sphere have long been saying that if we are willing to intervene in the world and defend other nations or defend democracy or what have you, why not actually defend Christians as Christian nations? So let's see what happens.
Exactly. Kosha, thank you so much for your time.